Hello. It's been a little while. I'd like to start with a prayer, please. This is my 80th testimony for the Elohim of Yahweh, for the Father, Abba, Yahweh, for the Son, only begotten Bain, the Hamashiach, Yeshua, Jesus, for the most Kodesh of Ruachs that there is, the Ruach HaKodesh, Yahweh, the Holy Spirit. So I'd like to start with a prayer. My name is Thea Cannon. Thank you. They reminded me you should do. Okay. I've been away for a little while, but it will fill you in. So I'll start with a prayer, please. Please, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, by the power of the mighty Ruach HaKodesh, could you please, Yahweh, put your hedge of protection around me and guide me in what I need to say? May I be one of your vessels and speak for you. Please, Yahweh, your desires, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name. And by the power of the mighty Ruach HaKodesh, Yahweh. So yes, I've been away for a little while due to my left foot. I had been fixing up myself with the help of the Elohim of Yahweh, Yeshua, the Father and the Ruach HaKodesh. But it got to a point where it was too painful to touch, to look at. There's a huge learning curve with this about Satan, hashatan, spiritual warfare tactics. It's written in scripture that Yeshua, Jesus, sits at the right hand of the Father. And hashatan, Satan, used to sit at the left before he was cast down. So this comes into your thoughts, what you think about. People, they say that hear voices are crazy. They're not actually hearing voices. They're reading their thoughts. They've got really good at it. A bit of understanding for our part, really. Yeah. Seeing what we have been brought to believe as a crazy person, hearing voices and talking out loud, who has probably just had enough of hearing the demons and the hashatan, Satan, always attacking them from the left. They come at your thoughts from the left. So test yourself in your thoughts. What direction were you sitting in and looking in when you were having the thoughts you were just having? Catch yourself and test them as well, because with Satan, hashatan, who comes from the left, there's always division and harm to you and to others. Where Yeshua comes from the right, and he is your helper. And you've got the Father above, Yahweh, who is your helper and guide. Yep. And if you find yourself looking straight down, you're reading your heart. Yep. And if you're looking straight ahead, that's you. So I have been on a journey for the last few years with Yeshua, guiding me and teaching me. And the Father, Yahweh, yes. Recently, I have been diverted by Yeshua back to the Father. I must start looking up, because I have been looking to my right a lot. So yes, it is written in scripture too that Yeshua would give the people that he guided and taught and refined back to the Father, Yahweh. So yeah, I have gotten used to talking to my own. But at the end of the day, with this whole foot thing, I came to realise, and before that, that at the end of the day, when push comes to shove and when I'm put into a situation, I call out to the Father, Yahweh. He is my go-to when I want to be saved. Yeah. I've got someone that's just pulled up beside me, but it is a very windy day, and I will continue, because Satan hashatan likes to come at me from the left and go, well, what if they overhear you talking and think you're crazy? And if I reason it out realistically, I'm sitting in here talking and doing a testimony. So what can come of that at the end of the day? Don't feed into the fear. And it's very windy, so my voice is going to travel, and you can't really hear much apart from the waves outside and the wind. Reason it out. Ooh. So the foot, yes, I went into the emergency department because I was in a lot of pain, and yeah. Okay, so where do I start with that one? Tricky situation, because really I could turn around and sue the arse off this hospital for what they did to me. 2 times. But I'm going to choose not to go down that path. They put me in a situation where I told them that I had popped said foot before and fixed it. But this 3rd time it came back with vengeance. Yeah, it hurt, even to touch. So I told them how I had done it, and they decided, let's do it. They weren't allowed to. This particular hospital, you weren't actually allowed to do any surgical things. They nearly forgot to give me painkillers too. But a student reminded the nurse, hey, shouldn't we give her painkillers first? Didn't really wait. And proceeded to stab said foot with a needle. It hurt a lot to touch, let alone stabbing it with a needle. During that process, I had Satan hashatan at me constantly, telling me, well, yeah, why doesn't he have to save you? Why don't they save you? And trying to get me to feed into all the pain, which was making me hyper aware of that area of my foot. So, I screaming in pain. I had about 6 people hold me down because they had to squeeze it all out. During that time, I was looking to Yeshua, but at that point, that I was in so much pain, I screamed out Yahweh 3 times. Didn't care who was around. At one stage, they wanted to know why. Who was I talking to? What were these names? Yahweh, Yeshua. I could sense and feel that they thought maybe I was a bit crazy. Until Yeshua pointed out that these are just the Hebrew translations of the Father, Yahweh, and of the Son, Jesus, Yeshua. So they stopped looking at me like I was crazy, because after all, I'm calling out to someone that they know or heard about. Yeah. I rebuked hashatan Satan in front of everyone. I just didn't care during that because Satan was coming at me flat out. Hashatan. Yeah. So they thought they'd gotten rid of it all, but it hadn't. So the following day it was still red and inflamed again, very sort of touch. So this time they're going to numb it and cut into my foot while I'm awake. Turns out the numbing solution that they were using was, I had a reaction to it. And when I told them this, they thought I was crazy. I was overreacting, oversensitive. Yeah. They weren't listening to me. Sorry, I was looking for a tissue. Didn't bring it. So this time they're stabbing all around the area with the needle, which ended up leaving me in a lot of pain, let alone the stabbing. Halfway through it, I said I can't do it anymore. Just put me to sleep. I cannot do this. It's hurting too much. Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of that first one, I did have to go to surgical the following day. Moved me to the hospital that were allowed to do it. Meanwhile, I've been on antibiotics the whole time, and I can feel it starting to feel better. But I thought I'd trust these doctors. They know what they're doing. Yeah. So I went in for the surgery to then come out and tell me that they didn't really need to do that. Nothing there. Oh, yeah. So the antibiotics were working instead. Still having problems with 7 foot. It's been a few weeks, nearly a month. Yep, sorry. Yeah. So now I'm just trying to recuperate and get it better. But the first time, when they were all pushing on my foot, and Satan hashatan was coming at me from the left, saying, like Yaku's going to save you, or Yaku should be shaving you, almost getting it into my head that Yaku would rescue me from all of them, come in, and Jesus would come down suddenly, and so when all was said and done, when they finally popped it in that, instantly, as soon as they'd stopped and it had all finished and I was feeling the pain of it, I had Satan hashatan coming at me going, so where's Yahweh? Where's Jesus? Where's Yeshua? Where are they? They didn't rescue you. Yeah. Instantly trying to make me doubt who they were. And I am reminded of scripture where Jesus, Yeshua, was taken to the top of the building and Satan hashatan said to him, jump off and get Yahweh to save you. And that's what he does in your head. He almost puts you in situations where Satan hashatan is trying to get you to test Yahweh the Father in a way. Sometimes maybe we all get it in our heads that he'll come in and rescue us and save us, and Jesus will suddenly come down and rescue us while we're all in this huge situation in our life. And if that doesn't happen, you got Satan hashatan on the left constantly saying to you, well, mustn't be true, eh? Where's Yahweh? Where's Jesus? Where's Yeshua? Maybe they're not real, and all this stuff. They went quiet. It is a test to me. Will I still believe, even though they didn't rescue me right then and there on that spot and come down and growl at everybody for what they were doing? But you see, but then I sit there and I think about it and I reason it out. Number one, Yahweh had been taking the pain away from that foot for a long time, and when I listened to Yahweh and Jesus, Yeshua, I could fix that foot. When I relied on humans, Satan, hashatan, and their interventions, my foot's ended up worse. And I've now got a recuperating and recovery process where I can't use said foot for up to a month or more. So if I had listened to them and stayed on the antibiotics and so forth, I would have been okay. And I wouldn't have this process now of waiting for stitches to heal on the bottom of said foot. Yeah. And they were rescuing me throughout all of that. And Yeshua pointed that out to me and showed me as I relayed all of the events and analysed the situation. They were rescuing me. But I had to choose to speak out for me too. Because when I chose to ignore what I was being told and chose to think, no, the doctors would know best, I shall listen to them, I didn't end up getting better. Where if I'd listened to Yeshua, Jesus, and Yahweh in my head and knew that, they were telling me the antibiotics work and you don't really need to go in for the surgery. I almost felt obligated after everything that I'd been through because I pulled a stop to what they were doing. I found out, speaking with nurses and so forth, people can have reactions to the numbing solution. Because it was bizarre that my foot was in severe pain for up to 3 or 4 hours while that numbing solution was on my foot. It wasn't until it had worn off that the pain disappeared. But they were looking at me that whole time like I was crazy and reading too much into everything. Because I was going against them, listening to their Lima Yakwa who were telling me too much, too painful, put a stop to it. But I kept thinking in my head, listening to hashatan saying, oh, no, I don't want to look crazy, I don't want to look bad. They're doing something now and I should let them do it. To the point that I've ended up putting myself through a lot of trauma through all of it. Yeah. And then when I have to go back and have 7 foot looked at, stitches removed, and they're all treating me like I'm overreacting and I'm oversensitive because I'm using names about God and Jesus and that they've not really heard. So talk about discrimination. Full on. Because of my belief and who I choose, or what names I choose to call the Father and the Son by. Which if I was in Israel would be perfectly fine. No? Oh, sorry. Forgot. They're not allowed to use the Father's name out loud. But it wouldn't be frowned upon or looked upon like, they'd understand the names that I was using. See, people jumped straight away to a judgment of me without actually asking the questions. What did I mean? When I listened to them, yeah, and I'm still learning. Like when they say sit back, relax, it's hurting. Put salted, give it a salt bath, so forth, to stop it getting reinfected. Yeah. So I have to listen. And what I did realise through all of it was that Satan hashatan will come at you at your weakest moments. And they may remain quiet, but they weren't quiet. They shouldn't have to say that they're with you. They've shown it to me. And I suppose by me sitting there and analysing what had actually happened, I got to see their actions throughout it all. Where Satan hashatan. Yeah. Well, they were all listening to her, him, whatever you want to call Satan hashatan. Hashatan, the name, means master of all disguises, deceiver, liar, manipulator, can change their appearance and change their form, change their look, change their gender. Hashatan, Satan, deceiver, plays off. Just another name you should look up the meaning to by asking questions instead of jumping to conclusions or judgments on others. Yeah, huge learning curve to not listen to Satan and humans when they're telling me one thing and Satan hashatan and the humans are telling me another. I need to stand my ground regardless of what I look like to others. Because I know that through my actions I was showing them to the others. Because when I had to go back in and get stitches taken out, my foot was oversensitive. And I suppose I was feeding into Satan hashatan at first and hyper aware of it and couldn't settle, had a bit of anxiety, as you can understand, after what I've just been through, and a bit of fear attached to it. Couldn't settle. So I asked them all, please, and I don't normally do this, and I said, excuse me, I just need a minute, I need to pray in order to calm myself. That was the one thing that did work. And I just took a moment and I prayed out loud in front of them and asked for help. And the strength and courage to be able to keep my foot still while they pulled the stitches out and handle the pain. And they came through for me. settled me straight away. Got me calm. So I suppose in that room they all noticed that they were women. Silent and one from hashatan saying, oh, yeah. So I suppose at the end of the day we are being tested and we are being watched, and if you are being refined and Satan hashatan's coming at you from the left saying, oh look, you're all alone, or maybe you're being deceived, or you're wrong in your thoughts. Where are those thoughts exactly coming from, eh? I always come back to that. Who's asking that? Quick to judge. Satan hashatan is quick to tell you that they're not there and they're not real, to make you down. But when you go back and you analyse the light, everything that's happened, you see them and where they've been and how their actions have been helping you. Yeah, through that first process, when I rebuked Satan out loud, hashatan to my left, I had a lovely nurse come round and stand on my right because I'd been looking to the room. Grab my hand. And at one stage, they were a bit concerned that I was going to die right then and there because my heart rate, my blood pressure. And in my head, because the nurse grabbed my hand and she said, you need to settle right now. Because believe it or not, one of them asked, resuscitate? And I heard the doctor say, oh no, do not resuscitate. And this nurse come round to my right and grabbed my hand and said to me, you need to settle right now. You need to find something to settle. And I started repeating Yahuwah's name in my head. And she said straight away, whatever you're doing right now, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. They brought my heart rate down and my blood pressure instantly. Oh. Alright. Now I'm thankful for that. Praise Yahuwah, Yeshua, the Yahuwah of the Rock Kodesh, for watching me, guiding me and helping me through all of this. Coming out the other end strong. Not letting it take down. Choices. Your own choices. So we'll finish with a prayer, please. Number 80. Yeah, I feel like I've come full circle. A little bit different though, because this time I feel like I'm back at the beginning. This time I'm not going down that bit. I've got the knowledge, I've read the Bible, I've read the scriptures, to help me to listen to them and be guided by them. Hear what they're saying. That's why Yeshua and the Father taught, you can always bring it back to scripture. Not always, but yeah. Listen, yes, no, thank you. One of the most important things I've learned, I think that was the indication to everyone. The Ruach HaKodesh is your body language. And when you speak truth, the Ruach agrees with you. And when you don't, watch your own body language, because the Ruach HaKodesh will tell you whether you're speaking truth or whether you're speaking lies. You can see it. And you can see the little Satan hashatan followers looking to the left, who don't even realise sometimes that they are following Satan hashatan. It's your thoughts, the direction of your thoughts, and your body language with the Ruach HaKodesh fathers guiding you, letting you know. Thank you. So we'll finish with a prayer. Praise to you, oh, in in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, by the power of the mighty God Kodesh. And I Baruch you, Yahweh. You are the most Baruch of them all. Good. So we will finish with a prayer. Please, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name. Yeah, and his scriptures, and they will wipe away your tears. Oh. Yeah. Working through you. So yeah, we'll finish with a prayer. So please, Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, and by the power of the mighty will of Kodesh, would you forgive your creation instead, as we your creation forgive our debtors? And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Because yours is the power and the glory forever and ever, Yahweh. Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, and by the power of the mighty will of Kodesh, could you please let your wrath be done, which is your desire, Yahweh, here on earth, as they are in the Malhut of Yahweh. In Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, and by the power of the mighty will of Kodesh, and by the most powerful of all, Yahweh, our Abba, Yahweh, our Elohim, and Yahweh, Ahad.